Cappadocia is not only a popular destination for hot air balloon flight, but also famous for its spectacular landscapes, natural and unique rock formations, underground cities and stone cave churches, handmade potteries, and so much more. After the hot air balloon flight we did early this morning, we started our exploration at the Gurem Open Air Museum, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was founded in the 4th century as a center of religious education and learning. This valley is one of the most popular sites in Cappadocia. Here, we can see monasteries placed next to each other with its own unique churches carved into the rocks. Some of these churches still have the original frescoes. Most of the churches in the open air museum belongs to the 10th, 11th, and 12th centuries. This particular church is called the Sandal Church. What's interesting about this church is that on the upper level where the church is, you can still see the original frescoes. Most of the frescoes in the churches have been badly damaged by weather, earthquakes, and by the local people, having been told that worshipping images were sinful. What's also interesting is that on the ground floor, a long table was carved out of the rock. At the end of this table, on the wall, was the scene of the Last Supper. After spending time at the Gurem Open Air Museum, we then drove straight to Pasabag Fairy Chimneys or Monk Valleys, famous for its mushroom-shaped fairy chimneys. The formation of the fairy chimneys here is a result of millions of years of geological activity. Through wind and water erosion, fairy chimneys were created. If you're not staying in a fairy chimney suite and would like to see one, this place is the hotspot. The fairy chimneys in this area are truly amazing. Some of the rocks even look like faces directly staring at you. We also had a quick look around at the Cappadocia National Park to see the rock that is naturally shaped as a camel. Most tourists prefer to visit bigger underground cities, but we are glad our tourist guide brought us here instead. Bear in mind that Ozkanak underground city is smaller compared to other underground cities, and therefore it's quieter and less crowded. Few people visit the site. It was discovered in 1972 by a local farmer who was curious about where his excess crop water was disappearing to. One of the unique features about this underground city are the small holes in the wall, believed to be used for communication purposes. Like other underground settlements, Ozkanak includes a water well, ventilation system, wine presses, and rolling stone doors. Lunchtime came and our tour guide took us to the Gurm Kebab restaurant in Gurem. Our tour guide recommended the beef clay pot, My husband ordered it for himself, and it was actually well presented. I did try it, and it was so tasty and soft. The meal also comes with bread, red pepper spread, and a yogurt dip of some sort. After our lunch, we then proceed to one of the oldest pottery shops in town. We had an amazing time here. We saw some master artists in their respective crafts. They even gave us a demonstration on the process of creating a wine jug using traditional technique while having a sip of Turkish apple tea. All items here are created handmade. If the design is too complicated, it would take days, even weeks, for that piece to be ready. Bear in mind, this place is selling individual, unique pieces of art, not your typical souvenir shop. All items are priced in USD and can ship to your address. We bought several pieces and looking forward to reunite with them soon. This tall and iconic volcanic rock is one of Cappadocia's most prominent landmarks and visible for miles around. This cave castle was most likely used for defensive purposes. Around the area is full of fairy chimneys. The Turkish flags hanging outside some of the fairy chimneys are a sign that there is someone living inside. Not far from the Uchisa Castle is the Pigeon Valley. Thousands of pigeon houses, holes were man-made, carved into the soft rock for pigeon keeping. Centuries ago, locals discovered that pigeon droppings are an exceptional form of fertilizers. The valley offers exceptional view and a popular hiking destinations. Last in our adventure today is to attend the Whirling Dervish. Whirling Dervish ceremonies is a form of meditation worship ceremony. Dancers wear long white robes with full skirts. The whirling is fueled by accompanying music. We woke up early and climbed to a great vantage point to watch the hot air balloons preparing to take off. This viewing point is just opposite to our hotel, just a short 15 minutes walk. Having flown in one the previous day, this gave us a different perspective to enjoy the grace and peace of their flying. Balloons travel in the direction with the wind, and pilots use this as a way of changing direction. I have always been terrified with heights, and I was so astonished how smooth the ride has been. There was no turbulence. It is very safe. If the wind is over 10 miles per hour, then it is not safe to fly. To give you an idea, that was the hill that we climbed up this morning to watch the balloons take off. Today is our last day. We have 2 activities lined up for the day. Winter time in Cappadocia is quieter. Hotels are dropping off their prices. Activities are more affordable. Yesterday, we were so lucky as we were the only people in that group tour. We had a fun adventure riding quad bikes, couple of hours on bumpy tracks, snow, ice and mud. We were treated to some great vistas of the amazing landscape. We were lucky that it was just us and the other couple. It was like a private tour. It's little known that Turkey produces some lovely wines. We sampled some local wines in a cellar in Cappadocia. What a treat! We liked the wine so much that we bought a bottle. This is pretty much the end of our trip in Cappadocia. Before it gets dark, we wanted to complete our shopping. We have an early flight tomorrow, but our hotel has already arranged the bus shuttle to drop us off to the airport. I hope you enjoy watching this video and this will inspire you to visit Cappadocia in the near future.